Well, good morning. Yep, we're at the beach. The sun has already risen. I'm guessing you can see that okay. It's a beautiful, beautiful morning here in Florida. And I am, as always, loving life. This is where it's at, man. You know, I know that there's a lot of people that are looking into recovery, but not really in recovery. I was there once. I looked at it and thought, I don't know, man. You know, I would love for my life to get better. I would like to experience some positive changes in my life, but, completely quitting drinking, that's kind of extreme, isn't it? That's what I thought. One of those sayings that I've heard that I really like, and it's kind of the theme to my video this morning, is if you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you've always gotten. If you want your life to change, you got to change what you do. You know, and I used to think, well, if I change my thinking, if I think differently. You know, another saying that I've heard is, you can't think your way into right action. You have to act your way into right thinking. All of it has to do with change. And man, are we resistant to change. I don't know what the big deal is about change, especially when what you're doing isn't working. You know, that's a perfect time to change. I mean, that's a perfect time to change, when things aren't working the way you're doing them. So change it up, right? It's not until the pain of staying the same gets so extreme that we finally decide, maybe I better make some changes. You know, it's possible to see it coming, to see the negative consequences that are bound to be on the way, and make those changes before all of that pain, all of that heartache, all of those consequences. Consequences are expensive. They really are. And I don't mean just money. So if you're afraid of change, I don't know what to say. Get some courage, man. Make those changes that need to be made. One of the changes that I had to do, one of the first ones, was put the plug in the jug. It's hard to recover and still be drinking. It's unfortunate because I wanted to continue drinking. You know, why can't I just go through these steps and keep drinking? That's just not the way it works. And I was at a meeting last night, and they were talking about the message. What is the message? Well, the message is simple. Delivering the message is not so simple. And that's one of the reasons I do these videos. I try to carry the message in ways that people maybe can relate to, rather than reading a book that was written in 1939 or published in 39. There are different ways of delivering the message, and that's why there's an entire chapter devoted to working with others. The 12th step says that having had a spiritual awakening as the result of these steps, we tried to carry this message to other alcoholics and to practice these principles in all our affairs. Well, that message that we're trying to carry, it's pretty simple. You know, the message is, hey, I put the plug in the jug, I went through the 12 steps, I've had a spiritual awakening, and my life is better than it's ever been. Fantastic. That's the message. I mean, why not just write that on a sign and carry it around? That's carrying the message, right? No, nobody's going to hear that. Nobody's going to hear that. The message has to be carried very carefully. Like I said, we have an entire chapter devoted to working with others or carrying the message, helping other alcoholics. Man, that's huge in recovery. I mean, that's how AA got started, you know. Bill was the only one sober. He was AA all by himself. But he knew that to stay sober, he needed to carry the message. And he got on the phone and started calling around. Wound up talking to Dr. Bob, who was a drunk doctor. That's how it all got started. And that's what keeps it going. That's what keeps us sober in so many ways. Okay, how does this relate to change? Well, one of the ways that it relates to change for me is that I used to be so self-centered, I didn't care about other people. Who cares about carrying the message to somebody else? Let them find the message on their own. You know, why is it up to me to carry the message? Well, once you have that spiritual awakening, there's a change in your attitude towards God and other people. And you want to be helpful. And the funny thing is, by you getting out of yourself and being helpful to someone else, you're helping yourself. I don't know, I guess I've spoken to a few different people here today, I hope, that if you continue to do what you've always done, you'll always get what you've always gotten. So be open to change. You can't change your life without changing your actions. And you can't change your thinking without changing your actions. So start by changing your actions. First of all, put the plug in the jug. Don't be doing this anymore. Jump into those steps with a sponsor and just sit back and watch your life change. It's amazing. It's truly amazing. Don't be afraid of it. Be courageous. Stay courageous through it all. And you'll look back a year or two from now and go, oh my goodness, look what has happened. It's pretty amazing. It really is very, very amazing. I want this for you guys. I want true emotional sobriety, recovery. I want serenity for you. I want happiness, joyousness, and freedom for you. So if you're sitting there needing to change and resistant to it, I encourage you, get up off the couch, make it happen, change those actions, change those thoughts, and change your life. You guys have a great day, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.